This is a meditation channeled on Father's Day, June 19th, 2022. I'm just hitting record and going with it, so please welcome in all of the natural sounds at the creek next to my house. I'm probably going to be moving a little bit too, just to move the energy through me. So if you're actually watching the video, it might move a little bit. So sorry about that. So let's just start together with some centering and dropping into the body. Using your breathing to find a deeper connection to your physical self. The masculine energies connect us so deeply to the structures of our body and the structures of the land. And bringing breath into the spaces within those structures helps us deeply connect the feminine and the masculine together. That's why breathwork is so healing. Let your breathing be deep, but also natural. And let it connect with the life force within you. This life force within us is our birthright here in human form. Not to be limited or oppressed or dimmed in any way. And part of taking back that balance between the masculine and the feminine is having that autonomy over your own life force energy within you. Holding it, freeing it, using it, manifesting from it. And as you begin to really feel that connection to your breath and to your body and to your life force energy, let your eyes soften and close if you haven't already. And let yourself settle into presence deep within yourself. Moving into the deep knowing wisdom that exists within us all. Where your intuition connects to that life force energy, and the knowing becomes an embodied experience. Feeling and using your central channel of energy, your column of chakra light and connection, to feel the power of yourself, that life force energy that moves through you, connected in through the breath, connected into the energy field as a living and breathing, moving energy that's within the structure of your being. And then letting yourself tune deep into the bones where your original self is held. The essence of your soul, the frequency of your soul, deep in your bones. And give yourself that permission to feel that in its wholeness, in its fullness, without any need to make it bigger or smaller. And maybe even recognizing some of the patterns or conditioning that you have within you to do one or the other, or to stay in a dysregulation, getting too big or too small. rather than holding that steady presence of your original soul frequency deep within your bones. There is a knowing that may come in as a whisper or a felt sensation, somatic presence, an image, story, words, however you take in through the clear senses. You can start to feel how the imbalance of the patriarchal structures and oppression on this planet and the societies we've been in and out of lifetime after lifetime, how the energy has existed here. There's a compression on the surface of the planet. If you sense into the energy grid of the planet, there's a compression, a tightening, a holding. It's like the planet can't breathe. And deep in the layers of the earth, beneath what we see and know on the surface, exists the wisdom of the feminine, the held powers and knowing, beliefs, the healing waters, the crystals yet to be discovered, the medicines, the life-giving powers, rituals, and practices, the trauma healing, all of these locked away like secrets in the deep levels beneath the earth's surface and held and compressed by this larger entity of an egoic and controlled masculine force. This is not the masculine. This is not the sacred masculine that we know as protection, strength, action, hope, sweetness, gentleness that connects evenly and lovingly with the feminine. This is something different. We all have different stories or memories or beliefs of how that egoic, controlling masculine energy may have come to be. We know that it was articulated consciously through the spreading of religion and wars under the guise of exploration or intelligence. It doesn't matter how it got here. Just see if you can feel and sense your relationship to that. How do you feel in the layers of the fascia around your bones, within all the deep layers of your body? How do you feel that compression of that egoic, controlling masculine energy? How do you feel that playing out in your system, in your life, in your history, in your lineage, in your father? Continuing to breathe deeply into your body and reconnect to your central channel and your deep knowing of your soul frequency in your bones. Come back to this again and again throughout this guided journey. And then touching in again with what comes up when you connect to your father's energy. Not even what you know of him cognitively or relationally, but just his energy as you see and feel it now, both as an echo in your own body, feeling behind the heart chakra, and just a knowing throughout your somatic sensory experience, feeling that compression that exists on the earth. Feel it through his energy and how it's entangled with yours. And see the line, see the lineage, heart chakra to heart chakra to heart chakra, lined up behind you, behind him, behind his father. And see how that lineage has unconsciously, unknowingly brought forth intergenerational trauma in the form of epigenetics, behaviors, patterns, stories, family narratives, expectations, projections. Just feel and notice the way those threads, cords, wires, chains connect through your heart chakra. And notice what that does to your body when you feel it. Notice that that's not you, it's not yours, though it's now your responsibility to transmute and disconnect from that energy. Just checking in, tuning in, breathing back into your center, into the deep frequency of your original true soul's essence, deep in your bones. Noticing the nervous system reaction that comes. A tightening, an increase in heart rate, a need to move, a feeling of stuck energy at the diaphragm. Just notice the universal experience of living within this imbalanced patriarchal structure, and how the energetics come through us and move through us as if it's ourselves, our own body. It's just our highest vibrational frequency and a reaction and a response to that darker, lower vibration of the separated masculine. And seeing however you see it, sense it, feel it, imagine that separated masculine as a ball of energy in front of you. You can see clearly exactly what it is, this compression of the Earth's grid, this disconnected societal male pattern of disconnection from the heart, from the lungs, from the root, as something that connects us deep into the core of the earth, where the sacred feminine is alive and waiting patiently to reemerge and connect. And in that ball of light in front of you, put that separated masculine energy, maybe even holding it in your hands out before you. And let yourself differentiate from it. Maybe something you know well, it may be something you feel within you every day, it may be something you turn away from and push away from and have tried not to connect with every day. But there's a piece of all of us that resonates with the separated masculine energy. So holding it in your hands and separate from you, and also tuning into your center and your bones. Allow yourself to notice where in your body, where in your own energy field, the energy of the separated masculine is resonating. Without judgment. Allowing whatever emotions may be present. They're just messengers of energy. Allow yourself to collect the places where you resonate with that separated masculine energy and let that go. Let that sift, transmute, transform into a diamond crystalline white light. There's a gift from the universe here for all of us to use to transmute anything negative or low vibrational. And when you feel that you can, bring that same diamond crystalline white light into that ball of energy where you're holding the bigger collective frequency of the separated masculine. And let yourself feeling the emotion of this brings you in connection, brings in the sacred feminine energies and a reconnection, a balance. Holding this beautiful transmutation of light and energy in your hands, continue to focus on allowing that diamond crystalline white light to come into this ball of energy before you, uplifting every particle of the lower vibration of the separated masculine, bringing it to its highest frequency: love, groundedness, protection, support, connection. Any other themes that you may connect with: the sacred masculine, the whole masculine. Feeling yourself grounding back into your body, your space, your energy field. Allow that ball of light to release. Again, bringing like a magnet any more particles from within you where there may be separated masculine energy. Just letting that go like a floating balloon. Watching that ball of energy transmute and actually expand into the collective grid of the entire planet energy grid. You can see that ball of light expand out and connect with that larger grid of the collective here on the earth. And notice as that grid changes, as that grid of the planet moves to a higher frequency, so do the timelines here. This shifts us into a different connection to the 4D, the fourth dimension of time and space that holds around the earth like an additional grid. And watch as that morphs and shifts and moves, because it actually is a living, breathing, organic grid of energy. It's actually the separated masculine that keeps us in that linear, limited understanding of time and the time-space continuum. And watch and see as that grid changes, shifts to a higher frequency, lifting the entire planet to a higher timeline of more deeply connected sacred masculine and sacred feminine. Watch as some of the wonder of the deep earth comes up and through the surface level, transmuting any of the compression grid of energy, allowing it to loosen, soften, become higher vibrational. As it waves out through to that time grid. Just notice your own sense of almost levitating in the frequency shift that brings. Feel the earth rising to your feet. You are gifted. You can see and transform energy. And I want to leave you here in the presence of what you are doing and what you are experiencing and what you are transmuting, to continue to work in this way, but also tuning in, checking in, coming back to your breathing, back to your body, back to your central channel, and ending with any other visions, visuals, transformations, healings that you see, especially if you see one connected to your personal paternal lineage. Your father before you, his father, and his father, and the pain and the trauma that they couldn't even feel. I think I was feeling that coming. There's coyotes. I don't know if it's coming through in the meditation, but they're starting to wake up and howl. It reminds me a lot of the collective howl of pain from that which the masculine energy hasn't been able to express or claim or heal. And so with this, I'm also sending this frequency of love to hold a space of container, a non-judgmental space and container for the healing of the masculine lineage. And as we transmute and transform and heal our own traumas, from here moving forward, that we are always aware of how we also simultaneously heal the patterns of our lineage, especially our father and his father and his father and all the fathers who came before, who weren't able to feel or heal these traumas. We do it for them here and now. It's one of the many reasons why we incarnated at this time in human existence, when we can do this work. That even as there is separated masculine energy at its height of separation, its height of aggression, its height of trauma response and traumatizing actions and behaviors, we can still come into our power, into ourselves, holding the frequency of our soul deep in our bones, holding our awareness of the separated masculine, the ways it's moved through us, the ways we felt it in our own bodies and our own beings, the ways we've incorporated it or reacted to it or from it, and just continually letting these waves of healing come through you. Just as the waves of the separated masculine spike across the planet's grid. And just again, bring all the healing light, all the healing energy you can, the diamond crystalline healing that you can bring in with your own focused awareness into all the places within you that hold the separated masculine or the trauma of your father and his father and his father. And transmute this again and again, bringing your awareness back into a more whole, more high frequency, more grounded and stable version of yourself and your energy field and your cosmic self. Forgiving your own traumatic response to the separated masculine within you. Forgiving yourself for the lifetimes where you've carried it before this one. Forgiving your own father and his father and his father for their unhealed, unclaimed, untransformed trauma. And repeating this again and again. And I will leave you in your own space, settling this out in your own way, in your own time, or continuing on. You are doing the work.